can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Good morning.
It's time to wake up.
This is Snowman in the Morning on the Arena Sports Network.
Did you not get the memo? Let's get busy.
If y'all only knew how happy I am this morning.
You are the few, the crowd, you are the antibody, mind, soul, and sound.
And this is going to be an express edition, and I'll explain as we go along. Good morning! Whew. I'm so happy this morning. I'm happy, I'm hyped up, and I'm a little mad too. Because some stuff has happened throughout the course of the past couple of weeks that has opened my eyes to a lot of things. And it's also opened my eyes to how we're going to progress here at ASN. And by the way, we are progressing. This morning, we're also presented by Sowers Ford of Michigan City. Give them a visit at 3930 North Franklin in Michigan City, Indiana. Or give them a call at 219-579-5381. Or you can visit them online at SowersAuto.com. My thanks to Kim Sowers and the good folks there at Sowers Ford for sponsoring us for this year. And also, we are presented by LaPorteCountyLife.com. At LaPorte County Life, it is always asked, have you, heard the good news? So excited, my microphone's bumping around. We are here in our ASN studios here in Glenview, Illinois. But I'm going to tell you folks, I'm so excited. There are some changes on the way. Big time changes. I'll let you know what those are as we go along here. Rusty's Morning Wrap to come in hold on a second. Cut out all that noise back there. I'm working. Sorry. Somebody peeking through the window and poor guy has a cold. And, of course, he's coughing all over the place. Let me say hello to the good folks on the Lake County Sports Network for tuning us in as well. Thank you. And also thanks to the folks, thanks to my good friend Thomas Anderson, listening out of New York. And that's one of the things that we're working on. This show is going to expand. That's the only clue I'm going to give you right now. My buddy Josh Lopez is up and rocking and rolling with me. Thank you. And Josh, you better strap on your seatbelt, buddy, because when I tell you that the show is going to go in a bit of a different direction and a more positive direction, the change is going to be swift. It's going to be sudden. And you just better hang on. That is all I'm going to give a clue to right now. And you'll see part of the changes beginning Monday. Excuse me 1 minute, please. You know what? I'm going to beat this guy up behind me. That's just causing all kinds of a ruckus. All kinds of, well, I can't say it the way I want to say it. Rusty's on the way in about a minute from now. And he hasn't rung in yet. I'm surprised. I am absolutely surprised. I might just have to go without him. We'll see. This morning we are also brought to you by GameWorks of Schaumburg. Food, games, and more. It's the works, GameWorks. And speaking of places, before I close out here, I promised my buddy Josh Lopez that I have a place to take him to after we do the Noble Conference tournament next month. I am going to keep that promise. And there is a certain person that has been trolling my company via social media. And when I cut that sumbitch up, he will not know what hit. And I won't even have to mention who he is, because a lot of people in our circles already knows who this crazy person is. I'm going to be so polite. not even funny. You know, a dear friend of mine, my friend Shauna down in Austin, Texas, says, cut him up, cut him up, cut him up. I will do as ordered, and I will cut him up. Now, where the heck is Rusty? He's usually not this late. He knows he has to call in right now, and he hasn't. Wait. Did I just talk him up? He knows better. There we go. I was waiting for that to happen. Oh, Josh, I'm going to get him. And I'm trying to rein myself in before I smile and then go off on this crazy sumbitch. And I don't mean the one that's on the phone. Good morning, Rusty.
Good morning, Brian. How you doing?
I'm happy, man. I'm so happy right now.
You are. I hope you are.
You're darn tootin' I am. For a lot of reasons. What you got for me this morning?
Well, let's talk some sports. Morning, Brian, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Rusty's Morning Roundup presented by Wood Forest Bank, the official bank of the Arena Sports Network. Believe and believe again in the Chicago Sky for the second straight series. Their backs against the wall.
Yep.
And on the road, the Sky pulled out a decisive Game 3, this time over the Indiana Fever 75-62 at Baker's Fieldhouse in Indianapolis.
Indeed.
The Sky's first ever Eastern Conference Finals victory. Ellie Quigley led the way with 24 points. Sky will make their first appearance in the WNBA Finals Sunday afternoon in Phoenix. Let me say that again. The Sky will make their first appearance in the WNBA Finals Sunday afternoon in Phoenix. Has a great ring to it. By the way, Game 2 will be Tuesday night in Phoenix. Game 3 and 4, I should say possibly 4, back here in Chicago, will be at the UNLV Pavilion since the Allstate Arena cannot accommodate the Sky because of some country concert. That's what I heard.
And that's what I heard, too. And, yeah, I'll get into that later.
Over to baseball, the Cubs are making believers and spoilers at the same time. The Cubs swept the Brewers 6-2 at Wrigley Field. Last night, Brewers have now lost 8 games in a row. They dropped out of first place in the National League Central Division. Kyle Hendricks, rookie of the month in August, won again. Jorge Soler had a 2-run double and has 10 RBIs now in 7 games. What a great start. Cubs are off today. They'll host the Pirates tomorrow afternoon. Also, Starlin Castro may miss the rest of the season with a high ankle sprain from the other night. White Sox suffered yet again another loss to the Twins, 11-4 in Minnesota. John Banks took the loss. He gave up 7 runs in 4+ innings. Sox are off today, thank goodness. They'll be in Cleveland tomorrow night. The NFL season begins this evening. Are we ready for football? Super Bowl champion Seahawks host the Green Bay Packers out in Seattle. Bears will open its season Sunday hosting the Buffalo Bills. Bears will have to figure out a way to stop the running game of the Bills, and the Bears defense will have to figure out a way to stop them too. World Cup of Basketball, Spain, USA won its 4th straight as they got past Dominican Republic 106-71. Bulls Derrick Rose saw limited action for about 13 minutes. U.S. plays Ukraine to finish out 20 today before playing a round of 16 games on Saturday night.
All right.
Off the FedEx Cup, BMW Championship, Cherry Hills Country Club, Englewood, Colorado. Opening round will begin here this morning. Tennis U.S. Open, Pershing Metals New York quarterfinals, women's top-seeded Serena Williams and 16-seeded Victoria Azarenka were your winners. On the men's side, 10-seeded Japan Kai Nishikoriya surprised number 3 seed Stan Wawrinka in 5 sets. And top-seeded Novak Djokovic needed 4 sets and a late night to beat 8th-ranked Andy Murray. That match lasted almost 1 o'clock in the morning, if you can believe that.
Wow.
And lastly, Brian,
Yes.
funny how media can literally eat off the plate on this one.
Okay.
On Monday, Lance Briggs from the Bears was excused for a personal day off to what was found out to an opening of a new restaurant in Elk Grove, California. Of course, Briggs was asked about the day off and the fact that he really never told his boss or coach, Mark Trustman, why he needed a day off. Briggs, as we all know, is a 12-year veteran, has done plenty for the Bears over the years. However, there is a game coming up Sunday, starting the season against the Bills.
Oh,
I
boy.
think the media should cut a little slack on this. Peace over for the Arena Sports Network. Don't forget to visit Woodforest Bank at woodforest.com for more information.
I have a prediction about the WNBA Finals, but I'm not going to tell you yet. You're just going to have to tune in and listen because I'm going to do it after the break.
Sounds good.
All right?
Phoenix is a favorite, there's no doubt about it, with their season that they had. But you got a team for the Scots that has come together after a lot of ills and injury. They're not the same team that was under 500. They're a team that almost equals Phoenix, but you got to say Phoenix is the favorite, though.
That's what he think. I'll tell y'all my prediction after the break.
Give me the ball. Let's go.
Pull out your recorders and cover your children's eyes. You're about to enter the afternoon locker room. Weekdays from 3 to 5 on the Arena Sports Network and the Lake County Sports Network. Have you heard the good news about a crazy dream based on a belief that positive breeds positive and that people want to read, hear, and watch stuff about good people? Have you heard the good news about a place you can go to enjoy positive, community-oriented information about the town, city, or region you live in and the people involved? Have you heard the good news about a place where you can celebrate what is right in the world, share it with your friends, family, and community, and neighbors at school, work, or place of worship, and have fun doing it? Well, there is such a place. That place is LaPorteCountyLife.com. LaPorteCountyLife.com is all about the positive, not the negative, bringing out the best and not the worst, and all about promoting positivity in your community. LaPorteCountyLife.com. Have you heard the good news?
Chow down with the Italian collection at Subway.
Delicioso.
Try the Mongialis's Chicken Pizziola Melt, a fresh take on Italian with tender, juicy chicken, zesterific pepperoni, and plenty of our signature recipe marinara sauce.
Perfecto.
Mamma mia! And taste the amore with the Meatball Pepperoni Melt, a kickin' combination of Italian-style meatballs and pepperoni on your favorite freshly baked bread.
Only at Subway.
And only for a limited time.
Don't miss out.
Subway. Eat fresh.
Now what's that? I say, now what's that boy up to? Better check on it, yeah.
You're listening to Snowman in the Morning.
Ask a silly question, get a silly answer.
I don't have to tell Josh to wake up because he's already awake. But I'm going to wake him up on the next break. I guarantee you that. Snowman in the Morning presented by LaPorteCountyLife.com. At LaPorte County Life, we ask you, have you heard the good news? Speaking of good news, the Chicago Sky defeated Indiana in Indianapolis last night. 75-62 was the final, and they're on their way to the WNBA Finals, which proves once again that there is another team that can get to a final before the Cubs. I'm sorry. I had to. Oh, my goodness. I told y'all on Monday, what can you say about this team? And they were led by the sixth woman of the year, Allie Quigley, 24 points. And she's from Chicago, folks. We win by 13. Allie Quigley had 10 of her 24 in a key second quarter stretch that gave us the lead for good. She hit a three, hit some free throws down the stretch. And last year when Indiana eliminated us in 2 straight, one here and one in Indy, there were so many question marks about the Chicago Sky. Because remember, last year, we had the home court advantage throughout the course of the playoffs, including the well, not the finals, because Minnesota had the best record. Well, looky here. I saw a couple of comments on Facebook that said, last laugh. Well, it seems like we're laughing now, but the run is not over. We were 4 games under 500, 15-19. And yet we're making a trip to the WNBA finals. Damn, it feels good. It feels good. It feels good to tell people, I told you so. Damn, it feels good. It feels good to like a team and follow a team and cover a team that no one gave a chance to when they came into existence in 2006. Damn, that feels good. It feels good to play the underdog and ride that sumbitch all the way to the finals. But the road is not over yet. For us to do, and I'll give you my prediction here in just a moment. I mentioned this on Monday. And I want you to pay attention. No, I didn't. Not Monday. Tuesday. Excuse me. I kept saying Monday. I was sleeping on Monday. I'm sorry. I mentioned this on Tuesday. What y'all have to remember is the team that is the hottest at the right time will win. And I said that the Chicago Sky are hot at the right time. Not Indiana, not Phoenix, not Atlanta. The most dangerous team in the WNBA right now is the Chicago Sky. And if you don't believe me, look at their performance on Wednesday night in Indianapolis, Indiana. And now they have a chance to win it all beginning Sunday. Got to win one in Phoenix, though. Got to win one in Phoenix, which is the toughest place to play all year. But I will tell you, the UIC Pavilion is going to be, man, it's going to be off the bleeping charts. It's going to be off the charts. The noise in there is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Man, I'm so happy for those ladies. And I am hoping that I can get Pokey Chapman in an interview on here tomorrow. I gotta, man. I got to drop an email to my friend Lauren, who's the media person in charge of this guy. Good friend of mine, Lauren Nimera, good friend of mine. And when I met Lauren, I shook her hand and she looked at me and she says, "I know you." I said, "How, honey?" She says, "My brother follows you." I said, "Zach Nimera?" She said, "Yeah, him, but my other brother, TK Nimera." I said, "How?" And then she started smiling. I said, "Wait a minute. Do you mean the Marist Miracles?" She said, "Yes." And we both started laughing. So I got to drop my friend Lauren a line to see if I can. We're going to try, folks. We are going to try. Okay? I'm going to try my ass off to get Pokey Chapman on this show tomorrow to close out the show and to give her a send-off to Phoenix, Arizona, and the U.S. Airways Center for Game 1. Game 1 is Sunday. And while I'm thinking about the schedule and while I have it in front of me, I think I have it in front of me. I don't have it in front of me. Brian, what's wrong with you? I'm off today. I am really off today. I'm so sorry about that. Well, man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy for these ladies. It's not funny. These are Eastern times that I'm going to tell you. The WNBA final schedule, the Mercury in the Sky game. The first two are in Phoenix Sunday at 3:30 Eastern and Tuesday at 9 Eastern. ABC will have game 1, ESPN, and ESPN2 will have the rest. 3 and 4, Friday and Sunday, the 12th and the 14th. Sunday, if necessary, at the UIC Pavilion, 8 and 5:30 Eastern Time. And the fifth and deciding game, should it come to that, will be next Wednesday in Phoenix, 9 Eastern. Now for my prediction on this wonderful series. And I got to give a shout to my boy Michael Lyle, who told me last year that they needed to win a tough series to get them to remove the fledgling tag. Mission accomplished, sir. Mike and I talked last night. I said they are fledgling no more, and he agreed. He said, no, they are not. Can you believe it? Sunday begins the quest for a world championship. The WNBA Finals, congratulations to Pokey Chapman, Elena Deladon, Allie Quigley, Sylvia Fowles, and the rest of the Chicago Sky. They're in the finals. And my prediction, they will win it in 4 games. They're going to win it here next Sunday. I will, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, okay? But I am just going off of the fact that this is the hottest team in the league right now. This is the absolute hottest team in the league. And you cannot dispute the fact. Oh, there's one other circumstance that you need to remember. This team is now healthy. Remember, they were banged up throughout the year. Elena Deladon was gone for most of the season with Lyme disease. She's back. And so is this team. And my prediction remains, the Sky will win this thing in 4 games. I got a friend, Amanda, down in Phoenix, Arizona, who said, it's my team against your team. Amanda, my team's going to win. Now, we agreed to some kind of a food bet. I don't know what she's going to put on the line, but I know what I'm going to put on the line. I have to get confirmation from her before I say anything else. All right? I have to oh, wait a minute. I just found something on Facebook that my dear friend Melissa Scott just sent to me. Oh my goodness. This is wonderful. This is absolutely wonderful. I'm putting something together real quick. And I believe that what I just found is a message that can help any and everybody. Snowman in the Morning, presented by Sowers Ford of Michigan City. Give them a visit at 3930 Franklin in Michigan City, Indiana, or give them a call at 219-579-5381. Or you can visit them online at SowersAuto.com. And my buddy Josh Losbeth says, whatever you do, don't eat anything from Wrigleyville. Buddy, I have not eaten anything from Wrigleyville since 1998, and I'm not going to either. This is what I found. I just found this on my timeline, and this doggone thing just doesn't want to work this morning. I'm not eating anything from Wrigleyville since 1990. I'm not eating anything from Wrigleyville right about now. Anyway, my friend Melissa posted something on Facebook and tagged me with it. And she said, okay, up until now, I had no desire to participate in any challenges. My girl, Rebecca Annis Fields, has tagged me in a Bible challenge. I am to quote my favorite Bible scripture and explain why it's my favorite. In the Old Testament, Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and this is their vindication from me, declares the Lord. She writes, this scripture helps me on a daily basis deal with those who truly do not have my best interests at heart. So I keep smiling and pressing forward. Melissa Scott, I love you, my friend of almost 3 decades. I love you, and I thank you for sending this to me. I will participate gladly in this challenge, and I'm going to do that right now. My favorite scripture says this, and it is so true, and it is so true and so simple. My scripture is Philippians 4:13, and it reads, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, because he does on a daily basis, y'all. On a daily basis. She also posted a song from Fred Hammond called No Weapon. So thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that. I love you to death. And keep posting, okay? Keep the positive energy going. It's raining. Oh, here we go again. All right, I got to take a pause for a break. When we come back, opening night in the NFL, the Packers and the Seahawks. How does old Snowman feel about that? I'll explain in a deuce.
Get your best price on Ford trucks, Focus, F-150, Explorer, Escape, and Lincoln MKS, MKT, MKX, MKZ, as well as Fiesta, Fusion, Taurus, Mustang, Navigator, and all other new Ford Lincoln vehicles at the all-new Sowers Ford in Lincoln, Northwest Indiana's newest Ford Lincoln dealer. We offer new and used Ford Lincoln vehicles, parts, service, and used cars. If you are in Northwest Indiana or near Michigan City, LaPorte, Hobart, Burns Harbor, Valparaiso, Chesterton, South Bend, or Portage, there is no comparison to the other dealers around town. We are about to earn your business with top quality service and the most competitive pricing in Indiana. Stop by today at 3930 Franklin Street in Michigan City or give us a call at 219-879-5381. That's 219-879-5381. Or visit us online at www.sowersauto.com. Sowers Ford Lincoln, Northwest Indiana's newest Ford Lincoln dealer.
At Strachan Van Til, we think differently about groceries. We always have. So what does that mean? It means better, fresher, focused on you. Your neighborhood store that gives you more. It's quality, selection, the variety you want. Choice meats, deli, bakery, your one-stop shop. Everything on your list and all for less. With the savings you deserve and unbeatable service, that's different. That's built around you, and that's your Strachan Van Til.
Looking for a reason to visit U.S. Tire and Auto in Gary, Indiana? Our customers gave us 5 of them. The high standards of quality service and parts, lifetime warranties, a strong business built on honesty and integrity. They've been servicing the Gary community since 1991 and the largest auto and light truck tire dealer in the city of Gary, Indiana. We have a variety of products and services that are instrumental to the health of your car, including our tire fitment guide to help you find the correct size tires for your automobile. Our friendly service staff will quickly outfit your vehicle with a high-quality tire that is right for you. Check out our tire and wheel catalog to give your vehicle the perfect fit. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 219-884-4600 or visit us online at www.ustire-auto.com.
Now what's that? I say, now what's that boy up to? Better check check on it, yeah.
You're listening to Snowman in the Morning.
Ask a silly question, get a silly answer.
All right, Josh, wake up. Wake up, I said. You're not up. Prove it. Snowman in the Morning, presented in part by LaPorteCountyLife.com. At LaPorte County Life, we always ask you, have you heard the good news? We got some exciting programming coming for you tonight, and tonight we got some volleyball coming your way. That will begin at 6:45 Central Time. Don't you Skype me, Joshua. 6:45, Marquette Catholic travels to Whiting to take on the Whiting Oilers in the Greater South Shore Conference volleyball opener for both teams. And Josh writes, a team with blind players can win a world championship before the Cubs win the championship, or the people that can make good food, of which I know many people that can make good food. All right. Time to talk a little NFL, and I literally mean a little NFL, with the season opener tonight taking place at the home of the champions. The Seattle Seahawks will host the Green Bay Packers in Thursday night football. If you have never, ever been to a game in Seattle, I advise you, if you're not used to noise, I strictly mean on the basis of if you're not used to noise, loud places, all right. I have to. Can I find it? All right. Here it is. Ronald Murchison checking in. Sorry I'm late. Did I miss anything? No, just the Chicago side going to the WNBA finals. And my prediction that they're going to win in 4 games. And Josh was saying a team with blind players can win a world championship quicker than the Cubs will, which is also going to make my in-studio producer a little angry, because he is wearing a Cubs shirt and hat. And I make that comment. He hangs his head in shame and walks away. But on to tonight. It is in Seattle. And if you're not used to
Loud noises!
I'd advise you not to visit CenturyLink Field. Josh Lopez gives his prediction that the Packers are going to get lynched. Okay. This is my prediction right here, right now, this morning. Seattle's got a surprise coming for him. And his name is Aaron Rodgers. A healthy Aaron Rodgers. I got a friend out in Seattle who supports her Seahawks. And love her for that, because she's been a diehard fan. Josh and I had an argument. He yelled at me. He barked at me. He bitched at me. Joshua Lopez, my producer extraordinaire, bitched at me, y'all. He bitched at me saying that Aaron Rodgers is overrated. And I mean, he let me have it with both barrels. I mean, he unloaded. He said, look. Ron, I love you for this. This is the only thing that will get me off my NFL rant. Josh, Ronald Murchison, who's in the chat room with me, and I encourage you all to join. Oh boy, I must read this. And I know this is going to make a certain person in this studio angry as he looks through the window and wondering why I'm laughing so heartily. What was said by Ron is this. Theo is already in negotiations with the JRW team and the Sky. He wants to turn them into losers. Ouch! Oh, and Josh Fowler, you can't be picking for every other team Seattle goes against. That's not right, man. Josh, shut up. All right. Seattle has a surprise coming for him, is all I said, Joshua. Not even JRW can save. Oh, no. This is going south real quick, okay? Ron, why did you say that? Why did not even JRW? We know that. We know that not even JRW can save the Cubs. Oh, Lordy. And y'all wonder why I love these two guys being in the chat room with me every day. Y'all wonder why I have so much fun doing this show. Oh, gracious. It's just not, it's fun is what it is. It's fun. It's fun. No biology teacher, Joshua. And then the next time the Cubs are in the NLCS, Bartman will return. That is foul. All right. Let's get back down to business here. Seattle, Green Bay tonight. Seattle is favored by 5.5. But the Packers have a bad man, in the immortal words of Stephen A. Smith, by the name of Aaron Rodgers. Now, as I was saying before Joshua and Ron made me laugh uncontrollably, Josh let me have it in saying Aaron Rodgers is a word I thought would never be used. Overrated. No, Josh. Jay Cutler is overrated. Tony Romo is overrated. Hell, Brian Hoyer is overrated. But then again, so is Cleveland. We'll get to them in a minute. All right, I'll take Jay Cutler out of the overrated equation. Tony Romo is overrated. And he will continue to be overrated. Period. Aaron Rodgers is not overrated. Russell Wilson is not overrated. And I wouldn't be surprised. You know what, Josh? This is war. It's going to be a fun war with me and Josh all year. I can tell you that right now. People need to stop being in denial. Dude has been as overrated as Tom Brady. Okay, you want a comparison? How about this? Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady have something. Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady have something that Jay Cutler does not or will not have. A ring! Hell, Tom Brady's got 3 of them. You want to talk some? Let's talk some more football. Let's talk some Bears football. You love the Packers. Josh, you should know better than to make that blasphemous statement. Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and Tom Brady all have something that Jay Cutler does not and probably will not have. A ring. Therefore, you are not overrated if you have one of those. You got that? I feel you are no longer overrated if you have a ring, a championship ring, something the Cubs will never see for a long time. You know what, Josh? Come off it, okay? What have they done for me lately? Don't you sing that song. You should sing that about the Bears. And I'll leave it alone. It's going to be a high-scoring game tonight in Seattle as these two crazy people in the chat room try to distract me from what I'm doing. If that Seattle defense gets to Rodgers early, it's all Seahawks. If they allow the Packers to hang around, the Packers will pull it out. Those are my two factors. Seattle loves to start fast, and they love to start fast defensively. It has been the mode since Pete Carroll has been around. And, oh, yeah, there's this running back by the name of Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch scares me. He scares me because, in the immortal words of one Triple H, he is that damn good. And there is a factor now in Seattle that could make them even more dangerous than last year. If he stays healthy, his name is Percy Harvin. Percy Harvin could be the most dangerous receiver, the most dangerous factor. Guys, Josh, will you quit your bitching for once? Jeez Louise. He bitches more than my in-studio producer. But at least Josh has a reason. This guy behind me wearing the Cub shirt, and this is what he's doing right now. My producer behind me had a big smile on his face till I mentioned Chicago Sky and World Championship, and his smile turned to a frown. So what does he do? He comes in with this Chicago Cubs shirt on, proudly, I might add, and the look in his eyes when I mentioned the possibility of a Cubs winning a championship. And he loves, you know what he loves to do? He loves to send me messages about every single move that the Cubs make, and I erase them all. Why? Because I don't bleeping care. I even sent him that in response. You know what he told me? He said, one day, Snowman, you will care about the Cubs. Wrong answer, kid. Wrong answer. In fact, I'll put it in a sentence my buddy Kevin said a long time ago. The Blue Jays can go defunct and come back and still win more world titles than the Cubs. Hell, the Miami Marlins can go defunct twice and come back and still win more world titles than the Cubs. How about that? Theo the Wonder Kid? Not. And I'm done. Josh says, I'm not bitching, I'm telling the truth. Josh, quit your bitching, okay? Because I'm sick and tired of hearing these
Loud noises
coming from you, bitching and whining and moaning and complaining. And of course I'm kidding around as I say that. So watch what happens with my prediction. Seattle's going to blow them up, and I'm going to come on tomorrow saying,
Oh, no.
It's going to be a fun game tonight, folks. It's going to be a fun game tonight. The question of the day and then spoken word. We'll wrap this up. The question of the day after this.
Have you heard the good news about a company that started 4 years ago and worked at a relentless pace based entirely upon one simple premise? Have you heard the good news about a place you can go to enjoy positive, community-oriented information about the town, city, or region that you live in and the people involved? Have you heard the good news that you yourself can share stories about this same theme to others in your community? That place is LaPorteCountyLife.com. At LaPorteCountyLife.com, you can celebrate a company that had a crazy dream based on a belief that positive breeds positive, and that people want to read, hear, and watch stuff about good people. At LaPorteCountyLife.com, you can go to a place to enjoy positive, community-oriented information about the town, city, or region that you live in and the people involved. Want to see more? Want to read more? Want to hear more? Then go to LaPorteCountyLife.com. Have you heard the good news? At U.S. Tire and Automotive, you'll find passenger tires, performance tires, truck and SUV tires, and more from proven brands including Bridgestone, Firestone, and other leading industry names. Conveniently located in Gary, Indiana, and providing great service to customers in Gary, Griffith, Hammond, Munster, and Highland, Indiana, U.S. Tire and Automotive offers brake service, alignments, oil changes, shocks and struts, tune-ups, and other valuable services to get your car, truck, minivan, or SUV back on the road. Give us a call at 219-884-4600 or drop us an email at info@ustire-auto.com. Mention this ad and receive a 10% discount on auto work or ask about our tire specials. U.S. Tire and Auto, servicing Gary, Indiana and Northwest Indiana since 1991.
Now what's that? I say now, what's that boy up to? Better check on it, yeah.
You're listening to Snowman in the Morning.
Ask a silly question, get a silly answer.
During the break, three things happened during the break. Number one, my in-studio producer got so mad at me he tried to hit me with something, and I had the microphone turned down. Thank God for that. And he looked at me and said, "Don't you dare speak of my cubbies that way." I'll talk about them any doggone way I want to, because they're the Cubs. And then Ron comes back with a statement. I had two cats who ran out of time waiting for the Cubs to win. I'm sorry. This is Ron making that statement, okay? Oh, have mercy. You know what? I think this is how I'm going to kick off tomorrow. What has happened? I better be careful. He's going to throw something at me now. You know what, Josh? Since tomorrow's Potluck Friday, I already got the first subject. What has happened since the Cubs last won a world championship? That'll kick off tomorrow's show, just to give y'all a little bit of a clue of how potluck tomorrow is going to be. That'll kick off tomorrow's show, and I think Josh is gonna flood my email box with so many suggestions to use. Some of them I can't because I can't speak them on air, but God knows I want to. Woo! Have mercy. Oh, Melissa didn't get my message. Dag nabbit. I'm sorry. You know what, Josh? I want you and Ron to do me a favor. I want you both to inbox me all your suggestions with the subject that's going to kick off tomorrow's show. All right? All right. Time now for our question. Time now for our question of the day. Quickly, our question of the day. Question of the day presented by Gigahertz, the official computer solutions company of the Arena Sports Network. Gigahertz, and that is where we come in. And our question of the day is this: where is your favorite place to watch a football game? I have my producer's favorite place, but I'm not allowed to say that on air. At least he thinks it's his favorite place, but I got a couple of disputes about that, but I'm not gonna say anything about that. You know what? You know what, Josh? Hold on a second. I think his favorite place is in that god-awful joint called Wrigleyville. And you know what? When I first met this guy, he told me, I will take you to Wrigleyville one day, sounding like Dracula. I'm not setting one foot in that sumbitch. I don't care how often you tempt me. What is your favorite place to watch a football game? That's our question of the day, presented by Gigahertz, the official computer solutions company of the Arena Sports Network. Give us a tweet at SIT Morning or find us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/snowman of the morning. Outside with the spoken word, and the spoken word this morning is presented by LaporteCountyLife.com. Have you heard the good news? And the spoken word this morning deals with a person. And I am not going to name this person. I am just going to tell you what he has done in the past 3 years. Darn you, Ron. He said, my favorite place is my bedroom. The Bears always supply me with a good nap. Ouch. That hurts. And I want y'all to listen, carefully. The spoken word this morning, as I said, deals with a person. I'm not going to mention his name. I just know that he takes the time to seek out everything that I am doing and what ASN is doing to put it down on social media. He's even gone as far as to use fake profiles. Right now, what I'm doing is just following and documenting everything, so when I stick a lawyer on his ass, he can't do anything about it. He has denounced me. He has denounced my company. He denounced my family. Using a fake profile, you know what he did? I'm going to expose him without even saying who he is. Josh knows who he is. Ron knows who he is, and a few other people knows who he is. This troll used another Facebook page to try to convince me to find a quote unquote real job. And he tried to use the school where Josh graduated from, saying you need a salary for your family. He has called me all kinds of names, and all of this because of a disagreement and something that I know I should have taken care of a while ago, but at the point in time, which was 2010, I wasn't prepared to. He has tried to turn Josh against me. He has tried to turn Ron against me. He has tried to turn listeners against me. He has tried to, what he said to me 4 years ago, and you ready for this one, Josh? He said, I would just give up and not do this again. That's what I do, close quote. He's tried every trick in the book to put me down. He's tried every trick in the book to rile me up. He's tried every trick in the book to get me to yell so loud that my nerves in my throat would hurt. Well, guess what? It hasn't worked. And it never will work. Because I actually have friends behind me, which turns an I into a we. He even stooped so low as to try to attack the kids from, first of all, Clark High School, and second of all, Marist High School. I'm not even going to call him names during this spoken word. I am just letting you all know what he's done. Oh, and he also threw this. He said not only does the website suck or the company sucks, he said that the content sucks since now we're covering lacrosse. Nobody will tune into our show. I got news for you. They're tuning in even more. They're tuning in. The numbers have gotten even bigger. Now, I am not without fault, and I said it before, and I will say it again. I made my apologies to this gentleman. He keeps telling me that he doesn't want what I owe him, and yet every time he tries to attack me, that's what he brings up. And he is supposedly affiliated with a big-time certain college, which I know he's not, which I know he's lying about, and I have the proof, but I will not expose it until all our ducks are in a row. And I said it again. I will say it again. I will have everything ready, so when I sick a lawyer on this sumbitch, he's going to be so surrounded, he won't be able to blink. But that is later. I'm just sending a message to him and any other person that wants to troll ASN. Bring it on! Bring it on, sir. Because you can't do anything but help us, and that is all you have done. And that is all you will do. Bring it on. Bring your worst. Bring your best if you have it. I'm challenging all the haters. I'm challenging them all. Bring your best. Bring your worst. Bring the entire bleeping load that you have, because it is nothing stacked up against the load that we have. We don't have the same folks in the chat room every day as before because work schedules have taken over. Fitz is usually in here. Brian Payon is usually in here, but their work schedules have changed for the time being. But they both assured me when they come back, they're bringing a boatload more people with them. I nearly lost Josh. I'm not going to lose him. I'm not going to lose anybody that I employ. Oh, and this person also called me clueless. If I'm clueless, why am I using your tips to succeed? Why am I using your tips to succeed? And I want to close this with a question. And it's a very, very good question to not only him, but to everybody that decides to troll ASN in a negative fashion, because we're all about positive energy here. And I'm going to expose everyone that's being negative around myself, around Dennis, around Josh, around Ron, around Sherry, around Shauna, Vin, who is celebrating his birthday today, Mike Lyle, Joshua Jackson, and anybody else that tries to be negative. We all ask this question to you and every other person that's trying to be negative around us. What is making you angry even more? The fact that you can't stop us, or the fact that you can't break us? I want y'all to think about that. I want the haters to think about that also. I'm sitting here with the biggest doggone smile on my face. Because usually when he would troll me and put something on my social pages, it would rile me up. Now it just makes me smile. And it makes me smile because he's taking the time out of his day to find us, to listen to us, and just basically put down everything that we do. And I simply say thank you for being a patron. Thank you for being a listener. Thank you for paying attention. And the question remains from all of us. What gets on your nerves more? The fact that you can't stop us, or the fact that you can't break us? Because you never, ever will. Period. That in mind.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Oh, man. Wasn't that great, kid?
Thanks, everybody, for listening. Thank you for taking time out of your day to start your day with us. Thanks to the folks on the Lake County Sports Network as well. All football tomorrow, college, high school, and pro football, and the premiere of the Sowers Ford Pigskin Picks. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Ron, and everybody that rides along shotgun with me each morning here on Snowman in the Morning. We're going to be more consistent. We're going to be better. We're going to be bigger. Thank you. I love you all. God bless. Have a great day. Make your next move your best move. Goodbye, everybody.